What's up, everyone? It's the Ballpark Nomad. I am at PNC Park, so join me as I show you everything this ballpark has to offer.
Before we take a look at PNC Park, let's take a brief look at some history. PNC Park is the fifth ballpark that the Pittsburgh Pirates have called home. The Pirates' first ballpark was Recreation Park, where they played from the team's inception in 1887 until 1891, when the team moved into Exposition Park, which was located on the North Shore between where PNC Park is currently located and the former site of Three River Stadium. After 18 years at Exposition Park, including hosting the first World Series in 1903, the Pirates moved to Forbes Field in Oakland on June 30th, 1909. The club spent 61 seasons at Forbes Field, making it the longest tenured facility for the team. On July 16, 1970, the Pirates returned to the North Shore with a move to Three River Stadium. PNC Park opened on April 9, 2001, but unfortunately for the Pirates, they lost that game to the Cincinnati Reds 8-2. The park can seat 38,362 fans. PNC Park was a host of the 2006 MLB All-Star Game. Okay, so let me show you why so many people call PNC Park the best ballpark in America. Let's begin our tour by taking a walk around the outside of PNC Park, where several statues and landmarks of Pirates history can be found. Along the Riverwalk, you will find several of these baseballs, one for each of the players inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame from the Pittsburgh Pirates, as well as the two Pittsburgh Negro League teams, the Homestead Grays and the Pittsburgh Crawfords. As you make your way along the Riverwalk and you approach the Clemente Bridge, you will see this hillside with the players' numbers who have been retired by the Pirates. After you climb a flight of stairs from the Riverwalk, you will find the statue of Roberto Clemente, which is located at the center field gate entrance as well as the North Shore side of the Clemente Bridge. As you continue your walk down the Federal Street side of PNC Park, you will come to some signage of the Pirates' famous slogan that they use after every win.
Praise the Jolly Roger!
Right past there, you will find the entrance to the Pirates Clubhouse store. This can also be accessed from inside the ballpark, and I'll show you that later. Continuing down Federal Street, you will come across the entrance to the left field gate. Here you will also find a statue of Pirates Hall of Famer Willie Stargell. Further down Federal Street, you will come across the entrance to Wiggle Whiskey Bar. They also have 3 bar spaces throughout PNC Park's club level. As you make the turn onto West General Robinson Street, you will find one of the ballpark's ticket booths and will calls. If you are a fan of paper tickets like I am, this is where you can purchase a physical paper ticket. I got a pretty decent deal. I got a ticket for $25 that was loaded with $12 that can be used anywhere in the ballpark. Continuing down West General Robinson Street, you'll pass the Legacy Square gate entrance, and if you look across the street, you'll find the 2 closest hotels to PNC Park, the Spring Hill Suites and the Residence Inn. Speaking of where to stay, I have a video that is everything you need to know about getting to and around PNC Park, as well as where to stay. I'll put the link in the upper right corner of this video, as well as in the subject box below. Finally, we made it to the home plate entrance, probably the most famously known area of the exterior of PNC Park and the most photographed. The statue of Honus Wagner will greet you as you enter into PNC Park. If you continue down the first base side of the ballpark, along Mazeroski Way, other than another ticket booth, the only thing of note is a set of garage doors. This is the player entrance. Sometimes this area will be blocked off during the game. However, if you walk to the very end of Mazeroski Way, you will come to the statue of Bill Mazeroski, who many of you may know as the Pirate who hit the only walk-off home run in a Game 7 of a World Series. He did this on October 13th, 1960 at Forbes Field in Pittsburgh against the New York Yankees. We will talk a little bit more about that game and the home run in a little while. In the parking lots between PNC Park and Acrisure Stadium, you will find markers designating where the home plate was located for Exposition Park as well as Three River Stadium. There are also markers for the pitcher's mound and second base of Three River Stadium. Why is there a marker for second base but not first or third, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. The marker for second base is important because it represents where Roberto Clemente stood after getting his 3,000th and final hit. On West General Robinson Street, near the intersection with Tony Dorsett Drive, just below the overpass, there is a historical marker titled First World Series. It gives a little background about the World Series that took place at Exposition Park in 1903, which was MLB's first modern World Series. Games 4 through 7 were played at Exposition Park. Unfortunately for the Pirates, they were defeated by the Boston Americans in a best-of-9 series. There are similar markers in Boston as well. Before we head inside, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the Roberto Clemente Bridge. Originally known as the 6th Street Bridge and one of the 3 sister bridges that cross the Allegheny River, the bridge was formally renamed the Roberto Clemente Bridge on August 6, 1998. When the Pirates sold the naming rights to PNC Park to locally based PNC Financial Services, a compromise was struck to rename the 6th Street Bridge as the Roberto Clemente Bridge, as Pittsburgh's popular sentiment was to name the new ballpark after Clemente. On game days, the bridge is closed to vehicular traffic and provides a great way to get to PNC Park from downtown Pittsburgh. Okay, let's head inside. You will notice that PNC Park has 2 levels of seating. The lower level is the 100 section, and the upper level is divided into the 200 and 300 sections. If you are looking for an option that gives you a little bit more than just a seat, check out the club level, which is the 200 section when looking for tickets. Here in the club level, you still have the option to sit outside, but you will have access to club amenities such as bars and concession areas that are only available with club access. There is inside seating where you can get out of the sun for a while. There are even a couple pool tables if there isn't much action going on in a game. Anyone can purchase these tickets, and the ticket prices vary by opponent and day of the week. Behind the outfield fence on the outfield concourse area, there are several things to check out. On September 1st, 1971, the Pirates were the first team in Major League history to put out a lineup with all minority players. In the outfield concourse, there are 2 markers showing that team. Under the right field grandstands, there are 2 areas that have tables and seats where you can get away from the sun, grab some food, and have a pretty cool vantage point of the field.
Center fielder, Romeo Cruz.
Located on the main concourse across from Section 136, you will find the Pirates' main clubhouse store. In addition to the usual items you would expect to find in a team store, there's a section to have a custom jersey made. If you want to buy any authentic or game-used items, you can find them here as well. Just know that if you're looking for a game-used baseball from the game you were at, the clubhouse store doesn't get them until a few days after the game.
Also, if you are a ballpark stamper like I am, this is where you can get your passport stamp to authenticate your visit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can either purchase a book here at the Clubhouse store or go to the Passport Sports website and not only purchase your passport there, but learn everything you need to know about the program. This is a great way to track your ballpark chase. I posted the link to Passport Sports in the subject box below.
Roadie racing at brought to you by the Forbes Pierogies on your market, set and go! Race 9 of 9 is homestand. Walking on the back of his homestand. Cheese Sister, and he's running last right now. Come on, Cheese! Fewer handshakes, faster, faster. See, get those feet going. Come on now, we need you. All right, Saul's lead is division. Here comes Oliver. He has 2 victories as homestand. So does Burns. Let's go. Down the home stretch. Can Saul hold on? He'll be very close. He'll be very close. Sauerkraut Saul. A pair of wins as homestand. Win number 6 overall of the season. One more look. Sauerkraut Saul's victory today on this Wednesday. There's him. We'll do it again in 9 days when the Rangers come to town on a Sam Valley fireworks night. Hope to see them.
So I got to witness history well at PNC Park. Andrew McCutchen hit his 241st home run as a Pittsburgh Pirate, placing him as number 3 on the team's all-time home run list, putting him ahead of Pittsburgh great Roberto Clemente. If you're anything like me, one of the best things about going to the ballpark is the food. So let's take a walk around PNC Park and check out what food options you have here. These first few concession areas will offer you a lot of your typical ballpark food. Nachos, pretzels, popcorn, chicken tenders, french fries, beverage options, and you can get yourself a souvenir cup at pretty much any of the concession areas. There are some specialty food concession areas as well. Deli Dogs offer a variety of gourmet hot dogs. Their menu is inspired by the Smallman Street Deli located in Pittsburgh's Strip District. Nacho Rita offers a variety of nachos, including a souvenir nacho helmet. Here you can also find chips and queso, guacamole, churros, street corn, frozen margaritas, and even non-alcoholic slushies. Manny's Barbecue can be found on the Outfield Terrace and is named after Pirates great Manny Sanguian. Manny's offers some amazing barbecue, including pulled pork, chicken, barbecue mac and cheese, and pierogies. Many times you can find Manny sitting next to the counter talking to fans, taking pictures, or even signing autographs. Cannonball Burger offers smash burgers, kielbasa cheesesteaks, Isley's chipped ham empanadas, and my personal favorite, the Holushki Cannonballs. These things are amazing. They are filled with egg noodles, kielbasa, bacon, sauteed cabbage, cheddar cheese, and an herb crema. These are hands down my favorite thing in a ballpark. Another fan favorite from Cannonball Burger is their fried almond torte. However, if you truly want to experience Pittsburgh, you need to eat at Permani's. A lot of locals will say that they are overrated, but it's truly a Pittsburgh staple. All of their sandwiches come with a vinegar-based coleslaw and fresh-cut fries. The Pittsburgher is my go-to every time. If you are looking for dessert, check out Sweet Spot. If you like to collect mini baseball helmets, this is where you can get a helmet sundae. If you are looking for a place to pregame or hang out after the game, the North Shore gives you several options. All of the places along North Shore Drive are within 2 blocks of PNC Park. I've listed some suggestions in the subject box below along with some links. Now that you've been all around PNC Park, let's take a quick look at some other Pirates attractions that you will want to visit while in Pittsburgh. The Clemente Museum, located in Pittsburgh's Lawrenceville neighborhood, is a must visit. Whether you are a lifelong Pirates fan, enjoy baseball history, or just want to learn about not only one of the best baseball players of the 60s and 70s, but one of the best men that ever donned a baseball uniform. The museum is about a 15-minute drive from downtown Pittsburgh or PNC Park. Reservations must be made in advance. The cost for the tour is $21 and expect about a 90-minute tour. The Honus Wagner Museum, located in the Carnegie Historical Society, pays tribute to one of the Pirates' early superstars.
Even if you're not familiar with players from Pittsburgh's past, you're probably familiar with the name Honus Wagner from having the rarest and most valuable baseball card in the world. The town of Carnegie is the birthplace of Honus Wagner, so it's only fitting that the museum be located there. Carnegie is about a 15-minute drive from PNC Park. Be sure to check the Historical Society's website for hours, and there is no cost to tour the museum. I've included links to both these museums below. As mentioned earlier, Forbes Field was the third and longest tenured ballpark for the Pirates. In the Oakland section of Pittsburgh on the University of Pittsburgh's campus, you can find an original section of the outfield brick wall from Forbes Field. Directly across the street in Postford Hall, in the lobby, you will find the home plate to Forbes Field in its original location. Earlier, when we were talking about Bill Mazeroski and his walk-off World Series home run, I mentioned we would talk more about it later. Well, it's later. Every year, on October 13th, the anniversary of Mazeroski's home run, a group of fans gather at the Forbes Field wall and listen to the game and celebrate the moment as if they were there. So, that's a wrap. I hope this video will help you plan your trip to PNC Park by giving you some ideas of what to do and where to eat. As I mentioned earlier, I have a video that I did that focuses on getting to and around PNC Park as well as lodging options. I also did a video showing you how to visit PNC Park if you only have one day to do it. Both of those videos are linked above as well as in the description box below. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. Also, I'll be doing a lot more ballpark content from both Major League Baseball and minor league ballparks. So please make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Once again, this is the Ballpark Nomad. Happy chasing.